The sun was setting over Santa Monica Pier, washing the wooden planks in gold. Crowds moved with laughter and music. The smell of popcorn and ocean salt filled the air. Among them rolled Lila Morgan, 16, her camera hanging from her neck, her wheelchair gliding smoothly between the stalls. The ocean was her escape, a place where she wasn't the disabled girl, just another dreamer chasing light through her lens. She parked near the railing, lifted her camera, and captured the shimmer of a seagull swooping low across the waves. A small smile curved her lips, but her peace shattered when she heard mocking voices behind her. "Well, if it isn't the pier princess on wheels," sneered Jake Turner, a local troublemaker from her high school. Behind him stood Trevor and Miles, grinning like they owned the place. "Hey, move, cripple," Trevor barked, shoving the back of her chair. Lila gasped as her camera slipped from her hands and hit the ground with a sickening crack. "Stop!" she cried, trying to reach it, but Jake kicked it away, laughing. "Come on, we're just helping you roll faster." People nearby looked, then quickly looked away. No one stepped in. The laughter echoed, cruel and sharp. Tears burned Lila's eyes. "Please," she whispered. But they didn't stop. Trevor leaned over and grabbed one of her wheels, spinning it wildly so her hands scraped against the rim. She winced, pulling back. Jake smirked. "You think you belong here, taking pictures like some influencer? Newsflash, you don't." Her heart pounded. Every word felt like a knife. She'd faced stares before, whispers at school, but this humiliation was louder, public, unforgiving. Then over the noise of laughter and waves came another sound, low and growing. A rumble, faint at first, then building. The wood beneath her wheels began to vibrate. The laughter stopped. The bullies turned. Out past the food stands, a line of motorcycles was rolling toward them, chrome gleaming in the sunset. The deep growl of engines filled the pier, steady and powerful. Dozens of riders dressed in black leather, patches glinting with the name Guardians of the Coast MC. Lila blinked. The bullies stared, frozen. The crowd parted like water. The storm had arrived. Engines roared as more bikes pulled up, forming a semicircle around the bullies. The air smelled of motor oil and ocean salt, heavy with silence. The lead rider, a broad man with gray hair and a thick beard, swung off his Harley. His vest bore a patch reading, "Bear President." His dark sunglasses hid his eyes, but his voice was steady as steel. "What's going on here?" Bear asked, stepping closer. Jake stammered, We were just what?" Bear cut him off. "Helping her? 'Cause from here it looks like you were hurting her." Trevor swallowed hard. "We didn't mean—" "Didn't mean?" A woman biker with flame tattoos crossed her arms. "Kid, you kicked her wheelchair. That's what you didn't mean?" The bully's confidence drained away. The crowd around them grew larger, phones raised, recording. Bear turned to Lila. "You okay, sweetheart?" Her voice trembled. "They broke my camera." That was enough. Bear's jaw tightened. He motioned, and 5 bikers revved their engines at once, a growling thunder that made the wooden pier shake. Jake flinched backward, bumping into Trevor. "Pick up her camera," Bear ordered. Jake hesitated. "Now." He scrambled to grab the broken camera, holding it out like an offering. Bear handed it gently back to Lila. "We'll get this fixed," he said softly. Another biker, tall and bald, leaned close to the boys. "You ever touch her again, and you'll have to deal with every single one of us. Understand?" The 3 nodded rapidly. Sweat ran down Jake's temple. "Good," Bear said. "Now apologize." "We're sorry," Jake mumbled. "Louder." "We're sorry." The crowd cheered. Lila stared in shock as the bullies bolted off, vanishing into the sunset. Bear crouched beside her. "Don't let punks like that define your world. You roll proud, kid." The engines revved again, not in anger this time, but in victory. And for the first time that day, Lila smiled. The bikers stayed with Lila long after the crowd dispersed. The pier glowed under string lights, and the ocean hummed beneath. Bear sat beside her as a few bikers checked her chair for damage. "Looks like a loose screw here," one muttered, tightening it with a pocket tool. Bear grinned. "We fix more than engines, huh?" Lila laughed softly. The fear had melted away, replaced by awe. "Thank you. No one ever stood up for me like that." Bear shrugged. "You don't mess with family, and now, kid, you're part of ours." He pointed to her camera. "That still work?" She turned it on. The lens flickered to life, a little cracked, but still breathing. "Good," he said. Take one more picture of us." Lila lifted the camera. The bikers gathered behind her, arms crossed, engines glinting under the lights. She snapped the photo. The image froze the moment, the girl in the wheelchair, surrounded by leather-clad protectors, their faces proud and defiant against the ocean dusk. Later that night, Bear uploaded it with the caption, "No one stands alone, ever." By morning, the photo had spread across the internet. News anchors replayed it, calling it the day the bikers defended a disabled girl at Santa Monica Pier. Messages poured in, support, donations, and an offer from a photography magazine to feature Lila's work. A week later, she joined the Guardian's charity ride, her camera mounted to her chair, the roar of engines echoing like a heartbeat beside her. As they thundered down the California coast, Lila smiled into the wind. The girl who once rolled alone now had an army behind her, and every time the world tried to knock her down, she remembered the sound that changed everything. The roar of justice on two wheels.